Saturday Sports Show on BayRadio. Glad to say hello again to Bruce Cunningham from Aguiles Rugby. How's it going?
Good. Thanks, Cal. Thanks for having us. Yeah, very good. Season's first phase of the season is finished and getting ready to see what next year is going to hold for us.
Just remind the audience what exactly Aguiles Rugby does. It's kids of all ages, of all genders.
That's correct, yep. From the ages of 5 up to 16. We are a junior rugby club, so we don't go any further than that at the moment. But kids, boys and girls. In fact, we've been doing classes in LES. Just finished a 4-class series in XIC, and then we're also working with the Instituto in December to do 5 classes of rugby. So we're taking rugby to the schools.
Right across the board as well, then the international schools and the Spanish schools.
Absolutely, yep.
And you play right up and down the whole of the Costa Blanca.
We do, all the way from north of Valencia down to Alicante. We're in the Southern League, so most of our games tend to be from Denia down to Alicante and Elche. Up and down the coast.
You just had a big do last night. How's your head?
It's fine, actually, considering.
You've been drinking some of that Casa del Vino wine.
Absolutely.
You've actually got your own wine, of course, yeah?
We do, the Aguiles wine. It was
I
available.
didn't try it yet, by the way. You bought me a bottle and I haven't had the occasion.
Well, you must try it. It's available only at Casa del Vino, actually. But yes, it's a coach appreciation night we had. And just to give thanks to our wonderful coaches, 100% volunteer. No one gets paid for anything. They step up, they give their free time. So it's our way of saying thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for giving up your time during the week, during the weekends to coach the kids and lead them forward.
How many people have you got involved then on the coaching side?
The coaching side, we have about 12 at the moment. We do need more. We're always looking for more because as we're volunteers, these are volunteers, and I'm one of them. We have jobs and travel and kids and family, and so we've all got our own issues, I guess, in as far as time is concerned. So we're always looking for more coaches to step up and help.
What's the commitment then? What sort of time are you looking at?
Really, it's a couple of hours a week during the week for 2 trainings, and then an hour or 2 on the weekend when there's a game. That's really the essence of it. Some more of our coaches have more time during the day, so they help me out with the classes at the schools. But 1 or 2 hours a week would be awesome. And
what sort of qualifications does somebody need to be able to help the kids, coaching them in rugby?
Yeah, so first of all, love for rugby, ability to coach kids. But we also help out with courses. There's a World Rugby course. It essentially just gives parameters for those people who have come into as coaches but not necessarily know much about rugby. We then elevate to a course that the Valencia community puts on specifically for training rugby at different age groups. Myself and 7 other coaches from the club just completed that course.
Was that in Spanish or in English?
It was 100% Spanish.
Wow. Okay. So that's another level.
It was another level, a little challenge, but we all got there, which is
Excellent.
Great.
Good to hear. And great that you've got so many people involved. But you always need more volunteers, right?
Always need more volunteers. We've just had a couple more step up. Some the ladies' parents have stepped in and helping us now. So, but it takes a village, right, to run a club. As I said, again, 100% volunteers. So if anyone can give up an hour, maybe 2 a week, just to help in all different sorts of areas.
I was going to say, actually, because you don't actually have to be a rugby coach, do you, to help out? There's lots of other things that people can help with.
Absolutely. Just organising events, helping, translations and things like that, meeting with different people. Just anywhere we can have a little help would be great.
And of course, you're always open to more kids joining up.
Absolutely, yeah. We're up to about just over 120 kids, but we're constantly looking to grow. And as the season goes, we just add 1 or 2 more players, and they come in from different parts of the world. So very fortunate to have a very robust community that welcomes the kids.
Sell it to somebody who hasn't actually tried rugby before, who hasn't thought about it, or parents who might be a little bit concerned that it might be a bit rough for their children.
The training happens in stages. So the little kids, they're not getting into scrums and line-outs and all that thing. It's a progressive sport, so as they age, their new skills get introduced to them. So they're learning at a certain pace. It's not just, hey, we all got to go and play rugby and kill each other. It's we learn the skills, and once we've mastered those skills, the next age group just moves up a little bit. It's not really until the 16s where they start to play full rugby rules with the lifting line-outs and the scrums. But otherwise, it's age-appropriate.
We've mentioned before how successful the club has been for a relatively new club. 3 finals within 3 years.
Yeah, yep.
And of course now you've got this extra team as well because they've got older.
Well, they have our 14s all moved up. All of them pretty much moved up to the 16s. And the interesting thing about rugby in Valencia is they move up in 2-year age groups. So they've now all moved up to the 16s, but they're all junior 16s. So they're running up against some senior teams who, been together for a couple of years. But we're not phased because we're still holding our own against some of the teams in the south. So this is our let's call it a transition year.
Yeah, I would say from a skill point of view, I was talking to one of the parents the other day, and he was saying that, whilst, they can hold their own, they are up against bigger kids.
Yes, they are indeed. And I'm quite embarrassed to say that when I train the 14s and 16s, the 16-year-old boys are looking down at me. I can't make eye contact anymore.
Some of those lads, they've grown so quickly, haven't they, across the summer?
Absolutely. And when we're holding that tackle bag for them to crash into at trainings, and ouch. They're big lads now. Yeah.
You've got another event coming up soon. Tell us about that.
Yes, Nick, we do this once or twice a year. It's our wine tasting that we do in conjunction with the club. It's being held at Casa de Vino in the RNL here in Javier on Thursday, the 30th of November, from 8 o'clock. Goes for about an hour and a half. You get to try some great wines. There's a door prize, nibbles and bits to carry on. Have a good conversation, and a little bit of money at the door, €15, and that goes towards the club.
So it's a fundraiser for the club.
Is.
And of course, also there's the opportunity to sample the Aguiles wine.
Absolutely, and meet some new people and meet some coaches, etc., and just enjoy yourselves. Is what it's all about.
What about this situation with somewhere to play in a clubhouse? Because we know that's been an issue for a while. It takes a long time to get things off the ground.
It does indeed. It's 2 years we've been working on a space in Javier here behind the RNL. But again, with this bureaucracy, we've got to jump over hurdles, jump through hoops, etc. It's inching closer, but it's there. We can see it. We want it. It's just a matter of the bureaucracy allowing it to happen.
But you finally got somewhere to store your kit.
We do. Now, that's a huge breakthrough today. Yesterday, I got the key from the Palau, the sports centre, and the rugby team has a place to store all its equipment, so it's not spread through my garage or many other people's garages, so we can keep it all together at the Mosquitoes pitch.
But your clubhouse is still the bus, right?
Yeah, that's still a bus, 55 foot six-wheeler, whatever it is. And we'll be going up to tomorrow is going up to Valencia. There's a big tournament for the younger kids from the 8s, 10s and 12s. We're playing a big tournament up in Valencia tomorrow. So,
what other events have you got coming up? I guess Christmas there'll be a break.
There'll be a break. We're still training. We'll train right through to the Christmas week. The 16s have a friendly coming up on... they've got their last game today, of course. They've got another one next Saturday, and then a couple more friendly games just to keep them in tune until phase 2 of the tournament starts, which is the second week of January, and it goes through till May.
Okay, Bruce, great to see you again. Thanks for coming in. You're always so enthusiastic about it. It's great. How do people get in touch with you to maybe take part or volunteer?
Absolutely. Easiest way is aguilesrugby.com or email me directly at info@aguilesrugby.com, and happy to help.
All right, great. Good to see you.
Thanks, Carl. Appreciate it.